Hello. Hi, everybody. We are a little bit late here, but fairness before everything else, and we would still come out on top in a nice hour to give out these wonderful awards for a state championship. I truly believe, and I'm sure all the coaches in this room and everybody believes, this is the most important tournament in the state, and truly we're going to have a wonderful awards here for everybody, right? So I want to thank everybody for being here. The amount of prep that comes from the host school and from the executive board is massive, and none of it takes place at the actual tournament. And our fearless leader, Mrs. Carol Cecil, slaves over emails, pairings, different things day in and day out to make this tournament run as efficiently as it can be. So please, a warm welcome to our FFL president, Mrs. Carol Cecil of Braddock.
Okay. Hi. Oops. Hi. Good evening. My name is Carol Cecil, and I happily serve as your Florida Forensic League president. The FFL Varsity State Tournament is one like no other. Everyone is here tonight because of their commitment to forensics. I find this quote by Pat Riley appropriate. There are only two options regarding commitment. You're either in or you're out. There's no such thing as a life in between. I think that many of you will agree that forensics in Florida requires an all-in commitment. And tonight we will be crowning state champions in 12 different events. Moreover, you would not be here, you the students would not be here, were it not for the assistance and commitment of at this time. Thank you. Serving as president is an honor and a job that could not be completed without the efforts of so many individuals. The FFL strives to provide students a quality experience that is not only educational but fun. To achieve that aim, I count on the assistance of many talented coaches, and I would like to thank them at this moment. The regional directors who represent the needs of their regions and work tirelessly to coordinate regional tournaments. Charlie Williams from the Panhandle region. Beth Eskin from the Timucuan region. Sherry Dodd from the Gulf Coast region. Eric Gerasi from the Macaw region. Patricia Lewis from Art Deco. And last but certainly not least, Steve Shapa from the Hurricane region. The executive board, who works to manage the league and the tournaments, the VP of Operations, Dario Camara, the VP Webmaster, Paul Gaba, our treasurer, Maureen Mannion, and Secretary, Ms. Jennifer Quasman. We did have some special appointees for this tournament who helped answer questions and keep the tournament moving. Louis Champion Briefs Institute and the Florida Forensic Institute. And I would like to give a big round of applause to Mr. Steve Shapa and the entire U School community for their hospitality over the last 2 days. This is the second time in 2 years that they have hosted. Finally, I would like to thank the coaches of the FFL who continue to show support for the goals of this league and for their hard work in promoting speech education. I know that there are many of you out there who did not win today, but I would like to remind you, you have no choices about how you lose, but you do have a choice about how you come back and prepare to win again. So I hope to see many of you at the Varsity State Tournament in 2015. Thank you.
Hello. Oh, that's not working. Okay. All right. That's not working either? Screen? No. Okay. Administrator of the Year. What? Recently, the Florida Forensic League received the award for Administrator of the Year. The purpose of this award is to acknowledge, for example, a principal or headmaster who supports their school's speech and debate program. Manuel S. Garcia has been the principal at this school for the past 9 years. He said that since day one, he has been supportive of her program. Every year, she holds her breath when they announce school's changes, because while she feels that he is most definitely deserves a big promotion as in a regional office or downtown, she selfishly does not want him to leave the high school. As a new coach, she wanted to take her team to the Harvard tournament for the first time. She walked into his office and explained that the team had never been to Boston before and what a great opportunity it would be for her students. Mr. Garcia asked her for information about the tournament and then asked her if she would be taking the kids to sightsee. And she exclaimed, yes, of course they're sightseeing. He then quizzed her on where she was taking. She was a former history teacher, so the quiz was, hopefully she passed. Afterwards, how much the team had fundraised, how much it was going to cost per student. He was presented a budget, and the next day called her down to his office and advised he would give the debate team $5,000, that each student will only have to pay $200 to attend the Harvard tournament. We all know how expensive the Harvard tournament is. That year, Braddock was able to take 15 students to Harvard. When Carol told the kids, they were overjoyed. Some had never been on the plane before. She kept her promise and took them to many historical sites and sightseeing. The kids sent him a postcard from Boston thanking him for their experience and even pooled their monies to buy him a nice Harvard polo. Harvard made an impression upon two students that later went on to Boston schools, Boston College and Boston University. As budgets decreased around the state, Mr. Garcia was able to give the team less, but helped out when he could, usually at the end of the school year, for CFL and NFL nationals. Carol used this antidote to show how generous Mr. Garcia can be, but he also is supportive in many other ways, which are sometimes more important. He has allowed her to have a certain schedule every year as a teacher at the school, structuring English classes in the morning and debate classes in the afternoon. And of course, that all makes sense to the coaches in this room. He approved of the team starting a booster club, which of course all makes sense to the coaches in this room. And moreover, he never gives her a hard time about taking temporary duty to go across the country with the team. Mr. Garcia also gives the teams opportunities to showcase their talents. For every school accreditation, he asks the speech team to perform. Braddock students have also performed during back to school, and when the school hosts a feeder pattern event for local and middle and elementary schools. He consistently reports the team's accomplishment to the region office and the Information Place district-wide newsletter. Sometimes when he's caught one of the debaters out of uniform and they choose to argue with him about the pros and cons of school uniforms, he will humor them and then ask them if they're in debate and then give them a detention, of course, because we don't. Carol has said that Mr. Garcia is a superb principal, one that we should all wish we had at our schools. She is grateful. Not over yet. She is grateful that he does all. Oh, it's back. Woo! She is grateful that he does all these things for her team. We are grateful to have administrators like Mr. Manuel Garcia of G. Holmes Braddock High School in Miami. So Ms. Carol Cecil will accept on his behalf, right? Yeah, Mr. Garcia, his daughter fell in volleyball today and broke something. And unfortunately, he could not be with us. He had every intention of being here. I'm sure he regrets, and she will present him with the award at school on Monday when we all go back to school. I would like to invite our regional coaches of the year, please, to the stage. Where? If you go around this way back here, it'll be quicker to get up on stage. Look how pretty they all are. Oh. Hi. Did I ruin this? Okay, no. The Coach of the Year Award is one of our most prized awards at the Florida Forensic League tournament. Each year, the coaches get together in their regions and they vote for one member to represent them at the state tournament. These are our fine coaches from every region in Florida. A big round of applause to all of them. Coaches, when I say your name, please step forward. Mr. Russ Rywell of Miami Beach High School stated in his Coach of the Year application that forensics is a transformational activity. It magically transforms and motivates students into successful people. He looks no further than his former teammates from Beach High School's speech and debate program. Russ advised that they are like a who's who of legal, business, and the educational world. He also credits his success to the great Ralph Carey, who has been a teacher, mentor, and coach to him. The research and organizational skills Russ learned were invaluable. He stated that he cannot imagine landing and excelling at any meaningful job without the ability to think and write logically and to confidently speak in front of others, not to mention the increase in knowledge, general knowledge and comprehension that results from reading millions of extra words of high-level writing. Thus, after a lucrative career at Wall Street, Russ decided to pay it forward and give today's students the opportunity that he had. Moved back from Singapore and started a national championship program at Ransom Everglades. Eventually, he fulfilled his dream and like Welcome Back Kotter, made it back to his alma mater to resurrect their speech and debate program. Russ has had a number of local, state, and national successes at both his former school and now at Miami Beach Senior High School. This past year at the Blue Key Tournament, all of the Miami Beach Public Forum teams advanced to outrounds. Russ is the president of the Ralph Carey Memorial Foundation, which has raised thousands of dollars to help the beach debate team. He also serves as the Alumni Association Board and its scholarship chair. He has helped to raise over $32,000 in monies that have been used to help award scholarships to Miami Beach students who are all or were all college bound. The Miami Beach debaters wrote many letters in support of their coach, but the one that the FFL Board of Directors found endearing was the public forum case written on why Mr. Rywell should be the Coach of the Year. While it's far too long to read, I would like to read the first several lines because it sums up who he is. When Mr. Rywell was a student at Beach High, a poster on the classroom wall stated, "Only those who risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go," at T.S. Eliot. When it was his turn to decorate a classroom, Rywell chose these words in the hopes that it would resonate with others and with us. For the past 3 years, he has pushed our team farther than we thought possible. Now we realize how far we have yet to go. The Beach High debate team affirms, resolved, Mr. Rywell should be the Florida Forensic League State Coach of the Year. Let's congratulate the Art Deco Coach of the Year, Mr. Russ Rywell. Mrs. Kim Messer from the Gulf Breeze High School in the Panhandle. This is Kim's first year as a coach of Gulf Breeze debate team. Her son has been involved with the debate team for the past 2 years. In addition to coaching duties, she teaches AP U.S. History and AP Comparative Politics. Kim has said, "My debate team is very much like a family. Students gain mentors and find acceptance in the program. And I gain more kids who bring new insight and joy into my days. Intellectual discussions are common in debate class, and I truly enjoy watching these kids constantly trying to increase their level of discourse and raise their own personal bar of critical thinking skills. It's like watching magic happen." The Gulf Breeze team has experienced success locally and nationally, which have included wins at Blue Key in Congress and the Isidore Newman Tournament. Let's congratulate the Panhandle Coach of the Year, Mrs. Kim Messer. Dr. Terry St. John of Sarasota High School. Terry St. John has said when she was in high school, she had the benefit of having 2 coaches, a debate coach and a forensics coach, because in Michigan, she competed in debate one semester and forensics in the other semester. Terry credits her forensics coach, who was also her theater director, for helping her step out of her painfully shy self. I can't believe that's true. She remembers that he always stressed to his students that it is never about winning. It's about finding something you love to do and trying your best. It is the mantra that motivates Terry to work with her students and participate in coaching. Terry says, "I truly cherish the opportunities I've had over the span of my career to work with the privileged and the underprivileged, the motivated and the work-shy, the natural talent and the emerging talent, the gifted and the challenged. I have learned that no matter what, they are all children finding their way in the activity that provides them with the chance to learn and grow on levels that no other activity provides in such a way. It is the love of teaching that has kept Terry involved in forensics for the past 24 years. She has always been the coach at Sarasota High School. She has been the coach for Sarasota High School for 16 years. She concluded her Coach of the Year application with a statement about her students, parents, schools, and coaches. They are my family, and I am theirs. As I wind down my career, I envy those who are just beginning theirs. There is no greater joy in extracurricular activities than forensics. Let's congratulate our Gulf Coast Coach of the Year, Dr. Terry St. John. Tracy Lowe of Suncoast High School. Miss Lowe, this feels good. I want to do this again. These are the words that uttered by one of Tracy Lowe's students after she placed 5th at the Varsity Congress Chamber that started her love for speech and debate in Congress. She has said, "Each year I find myself excited about incoming novice students and wonder if I can encourage them to open up or to find their passion. One thing that many coaches can relate to is the fact that even though the Suncoast debate team is at UPenn in 2013, she still continues, the Suncoast debate team is phenomenal, almost sweeping the top 6 places in congressional debate at UPenn in 2013. She still continues to educate her administration about the value of forensics. Tracy's works hard to mentor new coaches in her area. Recently, she has gone to one particular school to institute the coach in each event. The coach wanted to quit and thought that she was useless, the worst coach ever. Tracy talked to her constantly and gave her positive reinforcements. Being first through 3rd year coach is hard, especially coming into an established team. Tracy instructed her that she could structure her class and helped organize their after-school debate meetings. Like Tracy didn't have, a time to do that. I mean, that's pretty amazing. She even met with the debate parents to show how they could be involved, help the coach, and the team. She did this because she firmly believes that every school with a strong program will benefit the debate community, and she's absolutely 100% correct. Let's congratulate the Macau Coach of the Year, Macau, Tracy Lowe. Mr. Stephen Shapaw of the University School. Steve has said that speech and debate is Steve has said that speech. Sorry, bud. I'm nervous. Steve has said that speech and debate is the single greatest transformative activity in our high schools and middle schools. He realized his potential through speech and debate. Steve's parents worked extremely hard, but did not have an easy time making ends meet when he was growing up. They wanted him to go to college and were insistent that it was the way to a better life. However, they were not equipped to properly support Steve in his efforts to get there. While they used their life struggles to motivate him, they were not sure what classes he should take and what scholarships to apply for. Fortunately, Steve was part of the speech and debate team at Des Moines North High School. Through competition, he was exposed to amazing students and coaches from across Iowa and the nation. This gave him the confidence he needed to believe he could succeed at college. Additionally, it gave him the resources to utilize to answer questions his parents wanted him to answer, but couldn't. Steve has said that he feels an intense sense of debt to this activity and wants to give back in as many ways possible. While the University School is in the top 1% of all programs in the National Speech and Debate Association, Steve has said one of the most exciting things is the growth and development of younger debaters. One of the best examples he can provide is the one of tournament judges, Shamika Shim. This year, Shamika Shim noted on Facebook that Stephen Shapaw was one of the most influential people in her life. Shamika was a student from Fort Lauderdale High School, and he worked with her at the Summer Institutes and provided support and guidance to her throughout her competitive season. He mentioned that he was completely blown away by the level of appreciation and gratitude that she has showed to him. The ability to impact kids outside of one's program is one of the unique things about our community. While he loves his kids, he would do anything for them. He feels it's important to realize we have a collective obligation to help every kid. Whether it's talking to one kid who looks upset after a round, helping coordinate housing for a kid who's struggling financially, reducing fees for teams in need, or donating to help a great kid get to nationals. There are so many opportunities to help kids that are not on other teams, and he does them all, and we all know that. He hosts here. He's an amazing human being. He's an executive board member, and he's also the Hurricane Coach of the Year, Mr. Stephen Shapaw. Beth Eskin of Timber Creek. When Beth Eskin has been involved in debate as a debate coach since 1996 and has worked at Timber Creek High School since 2001. When not teaching debate, Beth can be found quoting Hemingway to her AP literature classes. Beth feels her highest contribution to the forensics community outside of her own program is advocacy. Her leadership positions and services have provided Beth with countless opportunities to be an advocate for forensics, especially Florida forensics. Most coaches know her as someone who advocates for forensics, not for self-promotion, but because she believes that forensics is so empowering. Beth wrote that she's willing to share her time, resources, and energy with new coaches. One has only to look at the Central Florida Debate Initiative as an example of Beth's drive to bring speech and debate programs into the local public schools. She is the co-director of the Central Florida Debate Initiative, which has created in 2003 in conjunction with the NFL and Terra Tedro. CFDI mentors new coaches trains students, and holds after-school competitions. 14 new programs were added to the NFL Panther District, and she is working to bring debate classes into the curriculum offering of all of the Orange County Public Schools classrooms, which is truly amazing. The Central Florida Debate Initiative is also planning on local summer institute for all schools. The goal is sustainability. Beth has worn many hats in addition to the regional director. She has served as the local NFL and CFL boards and is part of the NFL Public Forum Topic Selection Committee and also serves as the PFTOC Advisory Board member. While judging all of her volunteer jobs, Beth manages to coach an extraordinarily successful debate team. She is the 2009 state PFD champions. Her students routinely final at national competitions like Emory and Creston and the TOC. Just this past month, Timber Creek Wolves won the PF round robin at UPenn. Closed public forum debate at the same tournament, had 2 oratory students in the final round, and won first place sweepstakes. Beth has said that what motivates her are her daily miracles and acts of kindness she witnesses from her students, and other coaches. Those miracles range from witnessing a student beginning as terribly shy novice and grow into a confident leader who consoles his teammates after a loss to something as simple as a smile on a student's face when he realized that he could actually memorize his oratory. So, Beth is not only the Orlando Coach of the Year, but she is the Florida State Coach of the Year. Yay. It is very important that we congratulate all of our coaches with a big warm welcome again from Ms. Beth Eskin of Timber Creek High School. And now, the National Forensic League has their own voice of awards, but we have a better one. So, with no further ado, for the awards, Mr. Stephen Shapaw, the voice of the Florida Forensic League.
All right, good evening. A few housekeeping items. When your event is called up to be on deck, you'll enter to this hallway. When I call you onto stage, you will walk here, and when you leave, you'll exit the stairway. State champions, you don't get your eagle until the end, so you get to stand there awkwardly without anything, and then we'll applaud. And after that awkward moment, you'll get to sit in the front row where there are reserved spaces for state champions. Group and Terp, you have your own little section over there because there are so many of you. So those are the housekeeping details. If I could have Mr. Dean Rhodes and Ms. Christy Taylor to the stage to help with the presentation of the Extemporaneous Speaking Awards. Could we get domestic extemp to the stage and international extemp to the hallway, please? Domestic extemp to the stage. Semifinalists and finalists, please come to the stage for DX. IX to the hallway. We got all the DX? Congratulations to your non-advancing semifinalists in domestic extemporaneous speaking. From Cypress Bay High School, Omar Bensadon. From Cypress Bay High School, Isabella DeSheplo. From Lake Highland Prep, Ray Bada. From University School, Samantha Corman. From Jupiter High School, Natalia Castro. And from Nova High School, Oscar LaRaza. Congratulations to your finalists in domestic extemporaneous speaking. In 6th place from Pineview, Naba Rahman. In 5th place from Trinity Prep, Varun Bhatia. In fourth place, from Trinity Prep, Nathaniel Safran. In third place, from University School, Daniel Green. Your runner-up and your champion are both from Trinity Prep High School. The runner-up, Justin Graham. Your state champion, Miles Safran. If we could have international extemp to the stage and original oratory to the hallway. International extemp to the stage, oratory to the hallway, please. Congratulations to your non-advancing semifinalists. From Cypress Bay, Giancarlo Musetti. From Trinity Prep, Brian Min. From Trinity Prep, Alice Park. From Niceville, Alex Fogger. From St. Thomas, Maylan Nusari. And from Pineview, Sanchita Mukherjee. Congratulations to your finalists. In sixth place, from Nova High School, Raymond Riff. In fifth place, from American Heritage Plantation, Sydney Britton. In fourth place, from Nova, Sanjay Supin. In third place, from Lake Highland Prep, Eric Hagan. Your runner-up in international extemporaneous speaking is from Florida. Cypress Bay High School's Isabella Peretti. Your state champion from Lake Highland Prep, Cameron Bonowell. If we could have Mr. Dulcades. I need Dulcades, Gaba, and St. John to the awards to help hand out for oratory. Oratory to the stage. Congressional debate to the hallway, please. Congratulations to your non-advancing semifinalists. From Trinity Prep, Marissa Block. From North Broward Prep, Jordan Porowski. From Nova, Stephanie Bernstein. From Nova, Irina Bitbabik. From Nova, Amanda Friedman. And from Miami Beach Senior High, Alec Goldberg. Congratulations to your finalists. In sixth place, from Trinity Prep, Justin Graham. In fifth place, from St. Thomas Aquinas, Eve Mole. In third place, oh, I skipped fourth. In fourth place, from University School, Faison Sadruddin. In third place, from Timber Creek, Abigail Lloyd. Your runner-up in original oratory, from Dr. Michael Kropp, Senior High, Brett Curtis. And Joseph Robillard from Trinity Prep. We can get congressional debate to the stage, please. Humorous and Terp is on deck to the hallway. For the first time in the Florida Forensic League state tournament history, there were 5 young women in the final round of congressional debate. Congratulations to your non-placing finalists. From Lake Highland, Danielle Rucci. From Cypress Bay, Jake Howard. From Pineview, Samantha Hahn. From American Heritage, Isabella Gabaldon. From Gulf Breeze, Lindsay Carpenter. And from Western, Chris Broadkey. Congratulations to your top 6. In 6th place from Nova, Jared Blenderman. In 5th place from Boca, Eric Teller. In 4th place from Nova, Nassar Douge. In 3rd place from Nova, Jonathan Hutton. Your runner-up from Lake Highland, Max Klein. For only the second time in our state's history, your state champion is a young woman from Sarasota, Esther Jaffe. Oh, and she's a novice. If you are a presiding officer, please come to the stage and get your gavel. We have a new microphone. Thank you, Zach.
School Awards. Congratulations to your small school commendation recipient, Pinecrest High School. Who will be given their award with the presentation of the Descent of the Eagles, Nova High School.
There was one.